Okay, good morning, guys. This is 9.8. I'll get back to page here. Solving systems of linear and quadratic expressions. This isn't going to be the full version. It'll be condensed down so it doesn't get as long, but all the other problems will be just like them. So, okay, so here's what we got. A quadratic is a U, and linear is a straight line. If you cross a U with a straight line, it could hit, and I'm looking right here now, guys, it could hit two different spots. That's two different solutions. You could have the U cross with the straight line. That'd be one solution. You could have the U not cross at all with the line, and that would be no solution. So you're going to get two solutions, one solution, or no solutions when you graph or solve algebraically. Okay, let me make this a little bigger. And hopefully I don't run out of space. Okay, here's what we have. We have a quadratic that will graph first, and then we'll graph the straight line. Here's how you graph a quadratic. You have to find the axis of symmetry by using the formula minus b over 2a. Minus open spot, and then 2, and then an open spot. Your a value on the quadratic is 1, and your b value is -1. So I'll have -1 for that one, 1 for that one. Two negatives equal a positive, so this is 1/2, guys, 1 over 2. But because it'll be a little easier to plug into a calculator if I go x equals 1/2 or x equals 0.5. So that's going to help me find the vertex. The vertex is a coordinate. Now I'm going to use 0.5 again. You know, it's the same as this, right? Let's bring it up. To find the vertex, I use the original formula, which is y equals, then I plug it in. Get a little calculator work here. Okay, when you plug that in, you end up getting an answer of -2.25. Okay, so here's what we know. We know that we could plot the vertex, which is located 1/2 to the right, but then down 2.25. Go forward 1/2, down 1, 2, and then right about there. That's also your axis of symmetry. Okay. All right, so now we're going to grab another point, and a really easy point to grab is 0, 0. So we make our table is what I'm saying. So what I'm going to have to do here is I'm going to have to end up moving this or make it smaller, one of the two. Let's see here, group together, make it smaller. Okay, there's that work, and I'm going to move it out of the way here. Okay. All right, so next step is to do this. Make an x and y table where we plug in 0. If you plug in 0 into the original equation, you get -2. That one's pretty easy. So what we'll do now is we'll plot that point of 0, -2, which is almost too close to the graph. Okay, you see it right there. Now I want to mirror it over. It's only located 1/2 away from that dotted line, so I go the other direction 1/2, so it'd be right here. So it's pretty cramped up. You can see it's starting to make a U, but we should go a little bit farther away. The next point I'm going to grab is the number 2, so I can get a little bit farther away from it. If you plug in 2 into that equation, you'd end up looking like this. We'd have y equals open spot squared plus minus, and then an open spot -2 on the back. Okay, so we plug 2 in there. So that's 4 -2 -2, which is 0. Okay, so let's plot this point now. 2, 0 is located 2 to the right, up and down 0. Now if I mirror that over, it's located 1.5 away from the dotted line. Go the other direction, 1.5 away. And now I can make a U. Not the best, but it'll work. So now I'm done with the quadratic. Now I'll focus on the straight line, which is this guy right here. My m value and my b value is how you graph a straight line. My b value is 2. My slope is -1/1. You always plot your b value first. So in blue, I'm going to go up 2 and place a dot. From there, I'm going to go down 1 and to the right 1 a bunch of times. Now I got a hit right there. And if I remember right from the previous class, and I know my graph is off quite a bit here, so I go there, and I am going to readjust this just a little bit here. I went up too steep, and sometimes when you're freehanding it, it just happens here. So I go up like so, and it would end up hitting right there. Okay, right there's where it ended up hitting. So, okay, the 2 coordinates of where it hits. Here's my final answer. The first coordinate is located, I'll circle it in green here, right there, is located to the right 2 up and down 0. My second coordinate is located back 2 up 4, which is right there. All right. So by hand, it can be a little tricky because you're freehanding it and it's a little tougher. A lot of times it does, though, hit at a nice spot like that, where it's a little easier to get the answer. Okay, so that's one way of finding your answer. Cross them up. Here's your second way. So you could use substitution or elimination. They both work pretty well. I ain't gonna lie to you, I kind of prefer elimination on these, so I'm going to show you using that. Let me see if I can make this a little bigger. All right. Okay, here's how elimination works. Elimination is when you get a letter to cancel by eliminating it. Right now I have a positive 1y and a positive 1y. It'd be nice to have one into a negative y, that way it'd cancel. We're going to multiply the bottom equation by -1. I'm really cramped for space there. Neat. Multiply each one by -1. Yeah, I'm going to have to just take that away. Top equation stays the same, giving you y equals x squared minus 6x plus 10. The bottom equation, you're multiplying every term by -1, so it'd be -y equals -4 plus x. The y's eliminate because one's a positive and the other is a negative, so put 0 equals. Now we just put together like terms. X squared is the highest degree, so that's first. We could put a minus 6x together with a positive 1x to get -5x. And then we could put -4 together with 10 to get 6. You could use the box method on this one to solve, where we'd have x squared in the top left corner, 6 in the bottom right-hand corner. Your AC number is 6. To get to -5, you'd have to use -2 and -3. From the top down, you could factor out an x, a -3, an x, and a -2. Okay, so I'm going to get us a little bit more space here to work. Condense that down if I can. Come on. Okay, I'll move that over here. All right, so here's what I have. I got x minus 3 and x minus 2 equals 0. I use the zero product property to set them both equal to 0. And I get x equals 3 and x equals 2 when I solve. Since I'm getting 2 answers, it must hit in 2 different spots. My x values are 3 and 2. To get my y values, I plug them back into the original problem, whatever one's easier, and this one is definitely the easier of the 2. So imagine a 3 being right here in place of the x, right there. 4 minus 3 gives you 1. Now I plug 2 in there, and 4 minus 2 gives you 2. So it's 2 different methods of solving a quadratic crossing with a straight line. All right, and that's it, everyone. Have a great day.